Let's go into, actually, let's go through pound dollar real quick because we want to pass over it. Now, here is actually a great example of a break in a flat top. If you remember from last week, I was talking about this. Last week was the 22nd. 22nd was this day right here. And I've been talking about, hey, the pound dollar, if it's going to break through the Kumo, now's the time to do it because here's a little Kumo window. And what did I say about this one here? I said, hey, if it breaks through, wait for a daily close on the other side of the market. Look for it to pull back to this flat top, which is a very pretty level, not just because it's this nice flat top, but also because, for those of you on last week, I was talking about this again and again, it's a 50% Fibonacci retracement. Lines up perfectly with the flat Kumo top. And so I said, we have an ideal level to go long on this thing here, and look what happened. Went right to it. What was the low for the day? The low was 48.55. The Senkou span 2 is at 48.81, but what else was at 48.55? Ironically, the Tenkin line was there. Now, does anybody remember what I said, one common characteristic of Kumo breaks and pullbacks that you often see? Does anybody remember? No other last guesses. Okay. Anytime we get a Kumo break, especially on a 4-hour daily time frame, it's very common that the market will retrace back to one of the three lines, Tenkin, 20MA, or Kijun inside the Kumo. When it does that and rejects off of it, that usually is a great sign that the Kumo break is in play. And so with that being said, that's exactly what happened here. What was the low? 48.55. Where was the Tenkin line in this day? 48.55. So it went back to a Tenkin line inside the Kumo and then has launched since then. Legitimate Kumo break. So this would be an example of what you wanted to be looking for. And Harley's saying, you're saying, so it's testing? What do you mean, so it's testing? I'm not really sure what you're saying about that. It didn't test it. It's not testing, it's tested it already. It's gone. It's testing the new level. What new level are you referring to? Which one are you referring to? What new level? I'm curious. You have me thinking. After it broke through the cloud, going through. Okay, I'm not sure what new level you're talking about, Harley, but it broke through this Kumo right here. This is the level. Came back, retested it, tested the Tenkin line, and it's since taken off. So this is a confirmed Kumo break. Now the only thing it's retesting is the 61.8 of this entire move, which is the 50.31 price level. 61.8 of this down leg from 55, just above 55 to 42.75. So right now, there is some good short-term bullish momentum on the sterling. I would only want to be short-term long on the sterling right now. Ideally, more close to 50.30 as much as possible. But this is a key confirmed Kumo break on this one here, especially this little flag. It's official. This thing has already started its reversal, which started at 4,900. Where's the next level of resistance? Great question. Next level of resistance, 53.17. 50% fib of this nice one here. Nice little pullback here and here. Resistance here, pullback here. So I think the thing is headed to 53.17. Now, does that mean you'd necessarily want to go long now? Not necessarily. I personally like a pullback to 50.32. That would be the earliest I'd want to get in. If it was gracious to us, it would pull back to the flat Kumo top, but I'm just not sure it's going to do that. In my opinion, I'm not totally convinced it's going to do that. So aggressive players can get in at 50.30. More conservative players can wait for a move back down to 49. And if you get that, then you have great R to R on that one there. Lovely R to R for a move all the way up to 5,300 plus, 400 plus pips upside and less than 100 pips to the downside. So it just depends on how you want to play that one. Is there any pullback? Well, we already had the breakout pullback on the Kumo. And then they had these little rejections here. Is there any pullback? We'll have to wait and see. So that's where we're at on this one here.